I just had to.
Okay.
I had a
I mean,
window
you're
open.
kind of flashing it.
Oh, that's true. Your green screen is kind of.
It's just a stupid Skype
Yo,
fucking
shit
green
sucks,
screen.
dude.
Don't worry. I
Is it
just.
better? Is it better?
That's way better.
Perfect.
Is it better? There we go. Okay.
Is that your real background house?
No.
No. I got rid of all the white
Yeah,
models.
it
a long
does,
time ago.
that's weird.
That's
It
my
doesn't
white
move
person
like the other
house.
one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I guess because the other one was like an abstract design or something. It just-
Oh yeah, it was like a
All right.
tie dye mess.
Yeah, we saw it, Ashtray.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Are we good?
I'm good.
We're golden,
Live.
pony boy.
Fucking A. In this episode of the Red Eye Report, we discuss a dude named Navalny. We fit a what's a whizzle to a thingamajig, and as usual, we do it for the fan. With me this week is the all-seeing Oracle. A lot of people don't know this, but Oracle was instrumental in the development of Novichok, the poison. One debaucherous night in Thailand with excesses of cheap liquor, Mediterranean hookers, and what he thought was pho, but it was really yak jizz. Resulted in one-of-a-kind neurotoxin that we now know as Novichok. Thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
And then we've also got a fluffy teddy bear. Teddy has never used chemical weapons yet.
Oh, I fart all the time
Just
in a
keep
car.
that in mind, whiteys. Just keep that in mind. There's also a soot-covered ashtray. Ashtray is all too familiar with the bitch method of murder, poisoning. He hasn't done it to someone, but for some reason, 3 different women have tried to poison him, from arsenic to antifreeze and even just a shit ton of bad fish. Nothing worked. They all underestimated how much of a degenerate drug addict he really is. Shook that shit off like a legend.
Fuck yeah, man! I had gallium through this system. I could take anything.
Last and least, I'm the Mystic. Who are we kidding? We all poison ourselves every day with sugar, whiskey, and even just plain ass salt. But never, I repeat, never have we stooped to the level of murdering our competition. We just forget about what we were doing and go back to smoking, because this is the fucking Red Eye Report. See, and Teddy interrupted the whole motherfucking punchline. So I don't even know,
right?
Like I don't get it, dude.
I mean,
you're not a good wingman.
Just the wingman just crashes in. They both go down.
Me and Ashtray, bro. We come barely through the middle.
Shit on everything, dude. Shit right on the fucking whole punchline.
Just so you can talk
like
about
a fucking 4.5 minute fucking bullshit intro. just so I can say we're dumb potheads.
Yep.
Elaborately, and Teddy fucked it up. Anyway.
Ashtray was quiet.
Speaking of potheads, I'm going to talk about the
weekly benefit event.
Weekly benefit
for the Dane County Humane Society. The Pause for the Cause.
Yep.
This week we are sponsoring
Baldo the bear.
I don't know. Somebody paid.
Baldo the bear.
Baldo the bald brown bear. He was a survivor from the Gatlinburg fires, but his hair never grew back.
Oh, shit. All right.
Looks like a giant pink mole rat, but he's a bear.
He's in the map.
Yeah, right.
Dane County Humane Society.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think
they ship them up here. People are nicer in Wisconsin, I guess.
Oh, much nicer.
It's cold as shit though, for a bald ass bear.
He's got an indoor pen. Whatever.
Yeah.
They do. They dress him up for Halloween.
Exactly.
All right. So, I think before I start, we should watch the trailer. Can you just play the trailer? I got it in the outline.
Yes.
Of the of fucking this shit.
Okay. I'm gonna share it.
All right.
Let's see.
All right.
Talk about something that we sort of touched on this morning. And you might hate this, but I really want you to think about it. If you are killed, if this does happen, what message do you leave behind to the Russian people?
Alexei Navalny has taken on the most dangerous job in the world, challenging the leader of the Kremlin, Vladimir Putin.
If I want to be a leader of this country, if I want to fight Putin, I have to organize people.
I wonder how much taller he is. That's what really gets Putin.
Makes it.
The Kremlin hates Navalny so much, they refuse to say his name.
I was banned from everything.
God, that is
and blacklisted.
hilarious.
But as I
was pretty
became
funny.
more
The
and
guy
more
you
famous,
mentioned-
I was totally sure that it will be problematic for them to kill me.
And boy, were you wrong.
Yes, I was very wrong.
Where is he at now?
In a Russian prison.
Alexei Navalny arrives at this hospital in Berlin.
Probably in Siberia.
Did they make this do these interviews?
It was literally
there?
like a book.
Come on, poisoned? Seriously?
Okay, I started watching this. And
We were
he's probably in a
shocked.
Russian prison.
It's like Putin's leaving a signature on a crime scene. It's kind of stupid.
Very sexily shot.
Just wait till it's. Yeah, it's a beautiful.
A domestic assassination machine on an industrial scale.
Navalny will personally call these poisoners one by one.
Это Навальный, Алексей, вас беспокоит. Хотел узнать, зачем вы хотели меня убить.
Oh my god, you ruined their day.
Navalny is stepping into a showdown with the Kremlin.
To go back and try to change Russia.
It's something worth fighting for.
Are you not scared, Alexei? Поэтому бездействовать не надо.
Yeah, I've started watching it, and his wife is hot.
Yeah,
that's the that's
moral
the
of the story.
takeaway.
She's not.
I didn't say the takeaway.
She's all right.
Just saying, you know. That's all I'm saying. Look, hey, bro.
That's why Putin's jealous.
Yeah,
He's taller,
right.
He's got a hot
Yeah,
wife.
right.
God damn it.
Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, all right. So we saw in there. Let's just start with who this guy is. He was born in 1976. He was a lawyer that lived in Moscow. That's where he's from, is Moscow. So he's like late 40s. He is now in a Russian prison. Unfortunately, because he's got balls of fucking steel. I don't
Yeah,
know
go back to Moscow. Yeah.
why you would go back. He is the leader of the political party Russia of the Future. It's an independent party, obviously. He's been basically a Russian dissident for the last like 20 fucking years, and a thorn in Putin's side. So, it started in 2017. He started running for, or not running, but like calling out corruption in the government, right? Like he had these YouTube channels, or he has a YouTube channel, and these videos he would make about corruption in different cities and shit. He would go to these cities and like.
Was he an editor for a paper or something? Or I'm sorry.
No, he was a lawyer.
Just a lawyer. But he just made a YouTube channel. Like that's how he's making these.
Yeah, that's like how he is like trying to. He's
Call
just
out
trying
the
to
corruption.
call out the corruption. Yeah, and like, so he would make these videos, and I mean, he'd have like, we're talking like 20 million views and shit, dude. Like, a lot of people were watching these motherfucking things. And he was gaining a lot of popularity. He's very, I wouldn't say eloquent speaker. He's very honest, I think, with the way that he tells people things. And he is very quick in like, he's a very fucking quick mind. You know what I'm saying? So basically in 2017, he starts going all these places and blah, 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 doing these fucking videos. And it was in 2019, I'm just going to jump right to the poisoning, because like it got to the point where like, I don't think the Kremlin wanted to kill him because they were following him for 3 years. From 2017, they had basically a hit squad following him of 4 different Russians.
Damn.
So they finally got to him, and I think they got to him because he was just gaining so much traction. Like he had so much traction that Putin would no longer refer to him Like he ordered the Kremlin never to refer to the guy by his own name. They just called him the man that
Voldemort.
does the YouTube. Yeah, basically like the man that does the YouTube thing, or the man in the hospital, like when he was sick, when he got poisoned and shit, or like just being disrespectful, like only fucking Vladimir idiot Putin could. And by the way, that dude's exactly like Trump. Like they're both fucking idiots. I don't give a fuck if Putin was a spy master or not. How do you not kill somebody? How can you not pull this off? You're supposedly a fucking world power. You can't kill one dude. Just listen to the absurdity of this story. We'll get through it. We'll get to it.
I'm trying not to jump on.
He's on a flight. He's on a flight going in a city, leaving a city called Tomsk, right? The city names are weird because one is called Tomsk, Tomnsk, one is called Omsk, Omnsk.
Where is this?
So you just drop the T in Siberia.
Oh, okay.
So he's flying from Tomsk back to Moscow. And all of a sudden he starts fucking going into convulsions and shit. Like they have footage, like cell phone footage of him like fucking screaming and shit in pain. Like fucking convulsing, right? Those. So they get into the fucking hospital. They could divert the plane to Omsk, which is closer, you know what I mean? And they get him into the hospital, and then his wife shows up, and they won't let her in. So she's there.
I saw that part.
She's there with like her lawyers and shit, or his lawyer, and fucking all these people, like videotaping, like they're like, and finally, like she, like the hospital didn't want to let him go and shit, right? It got to the point where Putin had to like order them to let him go because it was such a big fucking media frenzy. Right. Like they were basically trying to kill him. They wanted to keep him there so that the poison would keep working. You know what I'm saying? In this Russian
the hospital was in
hospital. On it. Oh, absolutely. They were fucking in on it. So they got him. They finally got him out, got him to a German hospital in Berlin, and he recovered. Like it took a long time. We're talking year and a half, whatever.
Damn.
Where he lived. Yeah, he wasn't in the hospital that whole time. He was in the hospital for a bit, and then he like lived somewhere in the Black Forest in Germany, fucking still posting these videos about corruption, still fucking fighting whatever however
looking for Russians behind the trees of the Black Forest.
Russia, yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's super backfired on fucking Putin.
Yeah. So while he's recovering, this guy, and the name of the thing that he works for, I forgot. He's some fucking journalist, but the way that he does his journalism is by data, right? So like he used cell phone data from these people in the FSB that he had names of, that he got from the Russian black market. See, Russia's economy is so fucked up that like these people that work in IT and shit, like,
they probably have more Edward Snowden types than we do.
Absolutely. What happens is these people have like access to the phone records of FSB agents, and FSB is basically the CIA of Russia, to these agents, and like fucking this guy paid him on the black market like $50 because that's double what they make in fucking 2 days. You know what I'm saying? And tracked down these 4, like he did what he does with the data, and figured out that these 4 Russians, and I'm not even going to try to massacre their fucking names, right? These 4 Russians fucking followed him, like almost just mirrored his all these stops that he was making from 2017 on, right? And presumably just waiting for the order to kill this fucking dude, you know? So while this is going on, while he was recovering, they figure out that Novichok was the poison that that attempted to kill with. Now, this is where it gets real stupid, because Novichok is only produced in one place, and that's in Siberia.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's the only place that it has ever been produced.
Kind of like
that it
our anthrax supplies, probably.
Absolutely,
it's like
yeah.
So
There's only one place.
is it a something that was created, or is this?
Yes, yeah. It's a neural chemical warfare agent.
Neurotoxin.
And what it does is it shuts off your nerve endings one by one.
Oof.
Damn.
So it not only kills you, it shuts your body down slowly and painfully. That is fucking diabolical.
Right.
Right? So
that's when you need to come to Jesus trying to get over that.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Jesus save me.
And that's actually,
only Jesus' come can reverse.
What got the guy, the data scientist dude, to really start digging in. So he did all his fucking things, and he found these guys that were in the same place at the same time, and fucking whatever. So this guy's still recovering. Navalny is recovering in Germany, and he gets to the point where they share this stuff with CNN and a couple other outlets. Like one was a fucking Spanish one, I think, or something like that for the Europeans and shit like that. Anyway, so they wanted to drop this information all at one time. And in the outline, we don't have to play it or anything because it's like 20 some minutes long. But he calls each of these Russians that they have, that they've done these.
Like that part in the trailer.
Yeah. Yep. So and the first three.
Ballsy.
First three are Russian spies, right? And they fucking sniff this dude out instantly. They're like, nope, they hang up. The fourth dude is just a chemist. He's pretty stupid. So Navalny calls him, and this is in the documentary, dude. It's chilling to fucking watch this footage. So if you have time, go watch it. It's like probably halfway in when he starts talking to this dude, and this guy basically admits to everything. Like Navalny says that he works for some fucking high up dude in the FSB that they got a name from, like one of the other three Russians that he was just in that 4 Russian pod.
Okay, so Navalny's pretending to be like some guy underneath that dude who needs to get a report about why it didn't happen or why it didn't or wasn't successful. And he's like flat out like, yeah, I don't know why it wasn't successful. We used more than a lethal dose. And he's like, oh, so how did you deliver it? And like this guy, dude, Navalny fucking worked this dude. Like he fucking worked this motherfucker. And it was great because at one point this guy's like, well, why do you need to know that? And he's like, know who I'm trying to get this information from. And it's all in Russian. So it's like, you're reading it, you know what I mean? And like, he's fucking going off on this dude. And this guy admits to fucking everything that when he was in the hotel in Tomsk. Now, he only admits to everything because he thinks he's talking to a higher up, right?
He thinks he's talking to an FSB agent. Yes.
He's not confessing. He's just laying it out there.
He's laying out what they did. And so basically in Tomsk, he had his clothes washed. Well, when they brought the clothes back to him, they put a lethal dose of Novichok in the underwear so that it got onto
got right in his fucking pee hole.
Yeah. No, in the seam, like where you're like, you know what I mean, where your legs, your
right. That's where I got the old East St. Louis crotch rot, the old fucking fungal infections.
Yeah. So that's how it was delivered. And he like admitted everything, and they're like, he's like asking him, he's like, what did you do with the clothes? How come there was no trace of the Novichok on the clothes? And he's like, oh, we cleaned them when they got to the hospital in Omsk. That's what was taking so long. You know what I'm saying? That's why they wouldn't let the wife in. They were trying to cover their fucking tracks and let the poison work and shit. And he even admitted, he was like, yeah, if they hadn't turned the flight around, he'd be dead right now. Because it would have worked, all the way back to Moscow. Which is like
but people in their plane are like, we gotta turn around. This motherfucker won't shut up.
Yeah, he was moaning in the back.
Yeah. So
it sounded terrible.
So fucking that's how they deliver it. Basically, he got this dude on camera to admit to all this shit. And the reason that this The documentary filmmaker basically was in the right place at the right time. He was working for Navalny, like documenting his rise fucking to whatever, and it quickly switched to this whole story. You know what I mean? Like he basically like.
So these interviews were done a while back before he went to prison.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, that's what I was like. Where? How did they
him?
get
And eventually, it got to the point where Navalny, he just went back. He fucking went back to fucking Russia, dude. After all of this shit, they fucking tried to murder this motherfucker, and he knows it for a fact. And the dude that ratted, by the way, the dude that spilled everything, hasn't been heard from since that tape.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to him.
Wow.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to him. Yeah.
Dead.
He's working at Wendy's or whatever they call it now.
Yeah, right.
Fucking Sandy's.
So fucking Sandy's, absolutely. Wendy Lynn's, baby. So now Navalny's like, I'm gonna go back to Russia. So fucking he gets on a plane.
Fucking dumb move.
These journalists and shit, right? And they're gonna fly into one airport in Moscow. Well, there's so many people there at the airport that the Russian government gets fucking scared that like these people are gonna fucking riot if they arrest Navalny in front of them. So they divert the fucking plane to another airport where there weren't as many people, and they fucking arrested him there.
Oh,
like pussy bitches. Yeah. So they took him into custody. He's facing 20 years in prison.
And what could he do? But of course, that's like fucking chess move.
What are he's facing 20 years in prison? What are the charges?
Whatever the fucking Russians want to make up about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it don't matter.
being a fucking
Because we don't like you.
enemy of the
You
state.
take-
Yeah, dissident.
Yeah, you don't play along to get along. That's
Yeah.
the whole point.
But what
That
balls of fucking
big
steel,
brother
bro?
shit.
Yeah, that's
Ugh.
pretty fucking wild.
Huge balls of fucking steel.
I don't
And
know,
that's-
like what
And the
he.
thing is like they interviewed people, like old ladies were like, "Oh, I love him. He had the guts to come back. He loves his
And
country.
then
I
they take
love
that old
him."
lady. Then they
Dude,
take
It's
that
a
old lady out of the
it's a
crowd.
martyr move, I
Yeah,
guess.
but that's the thing. Like, eventually they can't arrest fucking everybody.
Yeah.
There are a lot of fucking Russians. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
Yeah,
hundreds of millions of them.
that's the
They
hard part, though.
by
Is to
far outnumber it.
lead that dissident voice. You need
Yeah,
people like Navalny, but then it's easy to single out those people like Navalny.
has to be more of them. Yeah, and that's some huge fucking balls.
So how
Yeah,
long
I'm gonna-
has this documentary been out?
Not too long.
Okay.
On HBO, it won Best Documentary at the Oscar.
Let's say what.
I can see
So
why.
is there a bunch of extra stuff that's happened since these interviews? I guess that fills it out because
Yeah. Obviously, I gave you. This is no.
it looks so
You're gonna
good.
get a lot more good information by watching the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like the production of his interview in the scene or like a pub or something, and
Yeah,
like it looks very like
that's
they
when
just
he's in
did
the Black Forest of fucking Germany. That shit is beautiful, dude.
it.
And
Yeah.
it's basically like it shows a lot of him with his family, fucking, and him wrestling with going back because it affects his family too,
Oh,
man.
God,
You know,
yeah.
and like his daughter's fucking like he's scared for her because like, what if they fucking target her? She goes to school at Stanford and shit. You know, like
Right.
it's just fucking.
Well,
But
and
the
he
thing
does he
is,
feel
like,
like
I think the kids feel that like they're kind of proud of their father for fucking standing up to a fucking bully. You know, like
and he may
ultimate
feel
fucking-
safer that if he like basically hands himself over, that they won't fuck with his kids.
Yeah, but you can stand
Yeah,
up to a
true.
bully in a country with no extradition.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that. But
I
Well,
mean,
he extradited
I get what
himself.
he's trying to do, going back and showing. Yeah, I mean, it takes balls, but no, growing back, he knew. I mean, I get it. I just don't. I mean, I would.
you don't
I just
know
don't
that
get.
they could kill him in prison either. You know what I'm saying? Like he has to kind of be kept because
Oh, dude,
you
they're
know
gonna
how
put him.
bad,
They're gonna put him in the same gulag that they had in Stranger Things. You ain't gonna hear from him all
yeah, right.
again.
I'm just saying, if he dies in prison, you think that's the fucking last straw?
Could be.
I don't know.
Especially now.
I think it'll be one of them. I mean, these people are actually. I mean, there are more voices. I saw a clip in the video where this woman was like saying she was she was for him and shit. And then two cops came up, just grabbed her and like took her away and shit.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, yeah, it is.
He's like,
I don't
what
think
are you
it'd be the last
arresting me
straw.
for?
Yeah, she's like, I'm just speaking my mind. But yeah, I don't think it will be the last straw. I think I don't think they will kill him in prison because that would just help it if he just mysteriously disappeared, like died in prison.
I just think he's willing to martyr himself.
Yeah, that's what it was, a total martyr.
Well, I get that, but
and the thing, like, he even said it when, dude, it's a great interview when he finds out that it was Novichok. That fucking, he's like, he basically calls Putin a fucking pussy. Like, he's like, poison? He's like, are you kidding me? We're Russian. He's like, you want to kill somebody, you just shoot him. Poison? I'm like, oh my God. Like, this guy is fucking leaning into this shit, man. This dude's awesome. But he's got a point, man. Like, what the fuck? You're supposedly in charge of this superpower fucking government, dude. You trying to poison somebody and shit? Have a sniper fucking take him out. Anyway.
Yeah, so how long has he been in prison now? When was it he went back?
Not too long. He went back in 2021. I think it was late 21.
Okay.
So a year and a half.
So he went to prison right before Ukraine kicked off?
I think so, yeah, probably.
So, yeah.
And now he's just, yeah, right. Like,
he's like, I don't have to worry about anyone trying to rape me. They're worried about. I still got Novichok in me. Don't even fucking touch me.
Right.
I got that Novichok asshole.
What big ass balls, dude. Anyway, all right, that's our talk about Navalny. Watch the documentary. It was a great watch. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the What's Sexy. Oracle, Me Too is the movement.
No, as in Mass Effect 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fuck that Me Too bullshit. Yeah.
Whoa. Don't go saying that.
So the Mass Effect 2 game came out in, I think, 2012, playing through the Legendary Edition. It's just got such a great cast of characters. So really the setup is you're Shepard, you're brought back to life by this kind of terrorist organization, and they're really the only group that is willing to kind of go after the threat. These aliens that are snatching up fucking they're called the Collectors, and they're snatching up humans, and the Alliance is sitting on its fucking heels and not doing shit. Well, anyway,
they do.
Yep.
Goddamn Alliance.
They bring in Shepard and they're like, hey, we want you to go around the galaxy and round up the fucking up the gang, man. So
bring the band back.
Yeah, some of them you know already, some of them you don't. You know, some are like prisoners and mercenaries and shit like that. It's just such a great fucking setup. Just gallivanting.
So is this a remaster of the?
This is a remaster. Yeah, it came out a few years ago. They remastered.
It came out like a decade ago, didn't it?
First three. Well, no, the remaster.
No, the remaster came out like 3 or 4 years ago. Like maybe 4 or 5 at the most. But yeah.
Yeah, but
it's got all of them on one.
The original Mass Effect 2, that game though came out.
That came out like 10 years ago. Yeah, great, excellent game. A lot of fun. That's my story.
Yay,
right. Teddy, Dollywood coasters.
Went to Dollywood over the spring break weekend. Spring break week. My son continued. He hit the coasters at Universal. Decided to hit the coasters here with Daddy. When we get there, so he rode like 8 or 9 coasters that day. So one of the ones we rode, which is actually a pretty cool roller coaster. I put the video in the thing. It's called the Lightning Rod. It's world's fastest wooden roller coaster. Top speed is 75 miles an hour. He did good. It was he was kind of nervous seeing some of them. And in the first one, he didn't want to ride, but I was like, I was going to ride by myself. But he didn't want me to ride by myself.
But he's like, but I don't want to sit here by myself.
Well, we had my wife was there and my in-laws and stuff were there. and my brother-in-law. They just don't ride, so it was just me and him pretty much riding everything. But yeah, we did.
They just all hung around.
Pretty much, he just followed us around and shit. We rode.
Did none of them really give a shit about coasters? I mean, come on.
Not really. My brother-in-law wanted to ride the top two coasters there, the top two there. But my son's at an age where he wants to ride it. We rode something called the Barnstormer, which is pretty much that little swinging thing. And I'm like, you want to ride this? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, fuck. Start taking my shit off. Because I got it. Nobody's gonna. I got to do it with him.
Right.
So yeah, I'm like, at least we'll die together, kid.
Well, yeah, and that sounds like fun. I would want to fucking ride.
We'll die together, kid.
Yeah.
It'll be all right, dude.
I know, but he's enjoying it. He's the roller coasters. He gets off and shit. And he's like, yeah. Especially when he sees like older people. They're like, oh my god. And he's like, yeah, fuck that ride. We got this. Let's go to another one. He fucking eats a goddamn cheeseburger. I'm like, you want to let it digest?
No, this is
he's like, oh, let's go ride another ride. I'm like, yeah, let's go, baby. Yeah, that's right.
I guess I didn't realize Dollywood was a full on.
This park has some surprisingly good roller coasters.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I forgot these roller coasters are actually pretty cool.
Hollywood just kind of in my mind sounded like such a rinky-dink fucking like, hey.
You would think so. You would think so, but I mean, they got like 8 or 9 coasters. It's pretty cool.
What about Graceland? Has anybody been to Graceland? That also sounds kind of like something that would be underwhelming. But
that's just his house.
It's just the house. Yeah. Okay, it's just the property.
Just like the property, yeah.
There's no rides. Damn it! Damn
you got to make your own fun.
You can die in the toilet if you want to.
Yeah, you got a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Yeah, get your
right.
Mustache ride. All right, I'm going to talk about Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully he's gone because I am sick and fucking tired of hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
I really fucking am. It's ridiculous.
He needed a darkness retreat to do some thinking.
I don't give a fuck what he needs. He's a fucking idiot, man. He's a straight up fucking idiot. Just listen to him talk. Like he's one of those guys. Like, dude, I'm watching the Pat McAfee show because I'm just like out of complete fucking like I don't know what the word is where you just love to watch train wrecks happen. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, rubbernecking,
where you like watching other people's fucking pain. But like when they're in the break before Rodgers came on, the Pat McAfee show is running something and Rodgers is talking and he's just rambling. It makes no fucking sense. He's like talking about why football is the ultimate team sport, right? Like,
but then he takes all the team's money.
Yeah, right.
It's dude. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I feel like McAfee was fucking with him.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like McAfee is slyly fucking with him, even though McAfee's a douchebag. Kudos, I like that. But, but yeah, he said on the show that he's going to go play for the Jets if they get the trade done. So that means he's either going to retire or play for the Jets, which means I don't have to fucking hear about it anymore. And that's good for me.
It's funny, the Jets again.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Just like old Favre.
And it's 16 years too. That's like the exact same time. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Really?
What's 16 years? What?
That's I was like, we're gonna get. We'll hit a whole new
2 fucking years. Like,
whole new yellow day.
Oracle basically doesn't remember a time when the Packers didn't have a fucking Hall of Fame quarterback.
Right.
And now here it comes.
Here it goes.
And the
hey, I'm fucking ready, man. I'm ready for some change.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Aaron Rodgers, like a fucking dick pic. It'll just be all black because he was in a fucking darkness retreat when he sent his fucking dick pic.
What?
Like,
oh, I thought his dick would be all like shriveled up and black.
Okay, who's y'all's backup? Is it
like
Jordan
it
Love?
was like fucking
Jordan Love, yeah.
Jordan Love, okay.
Which, hey,
and who knows? He might be good.
He might be good.
Still out.
He hasn't had a chance to really shine.
I'm sure
yet.
people were like, "We don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be good." You know what I'm saying? Like the fucking.
That we will not have a worse season this year than last year.
Right.
And
it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that the NFL doesn't do quarterbacking. Like, how some colleges, especially like Alabama, they have like 2 quarterbacks. They rotate in and out. It's kind of weird that the NFL they will rely on like one quarterback. So when it does get hurt, that backup quarterback, you don't know who might be an old ass guy like an Andy Dalton or somebody or some kid you hadn't heard of. He's got so much pressure on him to be good because the star quarterback is out. I'm kind of curious why they don't rotate him in.
Well, money, I think, is a huge limiting factor with the current setup.
Talent.
Yeah, to have a backup quarterback that is.
But but how bad do you have to be a backup quarterback? I mean, you're still good enough to make it as a backup quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, you still don't have the whole team.
Is
like
the talent? Is it that you think is that huge of a talent?
You're
gap?
not elite. Because all those people are.
But the eliteness only comes from being able to
prove yourself and play. I know that's the thing. Is like Jordan Love hasn't really had much to.
Right, if you sit behind Aaron Rodgers for 5 years and then you finally get a chance to play 2 games and you fuck up those 2 games, everybody's gonna think you're a fuck up.
Yeah, because you are.
Right.
You gotta perform, dude. I'm sorry, that's the nature of professional athleticism. If you want to fucking be a professional athlete, you gotta fucking perform when it's on you. You know, that's how people fucking become what they did. That's what Aaron Rodgers did. What did he, when he was in the second year that he became a starter, wasn't it? That he won a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like nobody fucking knew.
Is it there's a third year?
Oh, I thought it was the second after becoming the starter. Maybe it was the year that he became the starter. I don't fucking know.
All right, so like, okay, we'll trade. He might do good, you know, after he gets out of there. But like, we haven't really seen much of him because he hadn't got a chance to play.
Yeah, exactly.
So
they should have fucking given him a chance 2 fucking years ago.
Right.
But
That's the
should have been out there.
is
Yeah.
like fucking management in Green Bay are fucking morons.
Well, it's all teams. They draft
They
these
want
young
to suck that
quarterbacks.
start. They want to suck that
Yeah,
star
they suck
power
that starter
dick,
dry.
like Tom Brady. Like Brady shouldn't have been back there last year. There's no fucking way he should have been playing in the NFL.
Yeah.
Right. That is the GOAT.
One more year. Fuck, I'll throw my marriage out the window for it. Oh,
yeah,
shit.
right.
I'm done.
Throw my
I'm
marriage
done.
out the
Go be
window
with
for a
your
first round
children.
playoff fucking.
Can I
loss.
sit at a desk now and talk about sports?
Oh my god. Anyway, all right, Ashtray. Got that COVID summer body already in March.
Oh yeah, I was just the other day we realized like, you know, that fucking
Is that Billy Cheshire Sporting?
COVID screwing up kind of my like I don't fucking gorge as much as I used to. I'm still like 15 pounds under what my like, you know, heavy, like when I get real fucking maxed puffy limit. And just kind of got it. Don't even have to worry about my summer body. So thank you, COVID.
Yeah, I mean, you might want to thank cocaine.
I mean, yeah, I think cocaine.
Sure, that had
too.
something to do with it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
COVID
and
Coke.
cocaine.
Remember the rule: you always eat before Coke. Don't try to eat after, because you never will.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, no.
You never will.
All right.
Well, I am also doing my every other day fasting still too.
Do you think
even
there's
though people tell me I should stop that?
Are
Yeah,
there
with the
people?
Coke, yeah.
Are there people that intentionally get sick to try to lose weight?
Yeah, there are people that eat tapeworms that essentially get sick.
Tapeworms? What the
they
fuck?
lose weight.
Oh yeah, that was that old.
And then have them like surgically removed.
Oh my
because they get so big. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
But
the
people go through.
fuck?
Yeah, they're lazy people that go through tons of weight to get fucking.
I remember being told as a kid that was what was diet pills was fucking tapeworms.
The tapeworm.
Tapeworms. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. Oh
shit.
yeah. But I've got to be beautiful. Or
There you
That's
have
fucked
it.
up.
But yeah, getting sick is a good way to lose weight too.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try that.
Well, when I couldn't taste or smell anything, like I don't want to. Eating was like work.
All right. Fuck what you think. Oracle, cancel Wonka.
Yep. Heard about this one from my wife.
Wow.
Didn't really believe it.
Right.
This is from NPR. New editions of legendary works by British author Roald Dahl are being edited to remove words that could be deemed offensive to some readers,
Heard about this.
according to the Late Writers Company. So, Roald Dahl, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda, James and the Giant Peach, and Fantastic Mr. Fox. Or some of those books. He wrote other books, but that's a famous one. Anyway, the character Augustus Gloop in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is no longer called fat. Instead, he is described as enormous.
Corpulent.
It's the same thing.
Enormous.
That's even worse.
Right.
Like
yeah, I feel like
fat
that's
is
even
fat, but
worse.
like if I call you
Enormous says,
enormous, like you widen all
you're
our
like
sides.
sideshow big.
Right.
That's like,
Right.
you know.
That's worse.
So instead of being called small men, Oompa Loompas are now small people.
Oh my God! What? But they
Why are we
were
worried about
men.
offending men? Yeah. Oh, or is it because we didn't want to gender them all? There could be some tranny Oompa Loompas,
Yeah,
and that is okay.
And further, the changes to these books
We here at the
include,
Red Eye Report support the transvestite Oompa Loompa community.
include adding language not originally written by Dahl. In his 1983 book, The Witches, he writes that witches are bald beneath their wigs, according to the Telegraph. An added line in new edition says, there are plenty of other reasons why women might wear wigs, and there is certainly nothing wrong with that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What?
I'm so glad my son. I'm so glad he's already read all these
The
books.
Witches. I like that book.
Dude.
Saw the
Yeah,
movie
we have
too. That was a good movie.
How could anybody, especially at a publishing company, think that this is a fucking good idea?
Right? It's absolutely not. This is fucking
holy shit.
Just outrageous.
Right.
I can't fucking, dude. These canceling cunts need to knock it the fuck off. This is just a bridge too far.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna roll all my balls all over their fucking foreheads.
Yeah.
All right.
Sons of bitches.
Ashtray, home wrecking again? Question mark?
Yeah.
Oh God, is this another one of those fucking?
Well, just one of these ridiculous stories where,
damn it,
it's kind of like, what the fuck?
It's called home wrecking. He's home. He's wrecking fucking home. He's gonna be a story about him being a fucking a little cuckold slut. Go ahead.
Little cuckold slut.
Oh, this
cuckold slut. Wow, that really slips off the tongue, man.
That's a fucking great band name.
Yeah.
Cuckold slut.
I was out dancing at a fucking bar, and anyways, see this couple who are they're regulars of my meat raffle, right? Say hi, hey, how's it going? Blah blah blah. You know, basically see them in a different bar, different night. I'm out dancing, and then like later come to get myself another beer at the bar, and the guy, we'll call him Jay. He's like, hey man, and he was really fucked up. But he's like, you fucking with Sam? We'll say her name is Sam. You fucking with Sam? I'm like, what?
No, man. You just met these people?
Just out of the blue. No. I know these people because they're regulars of my
so you know.
rep.
Okay, yeah.
That's the thing. Is like going like, it's just that. So when I'm getting a refill, his wife wasn't there. It was just me and him at the bar, and he was drunk. But like just out of nowhere, he's like, "Are you fucking with Sam? You fucking with Sam?" And I'm like, "What?" He's like, I know you fuck with a lot of women, but are you fucking with my wife?" And I'm like,
damn, dude.
Word's getting around at
Oh my God.
Word's getting around, bro.
This motherfucker.
I'm like, Jay. I'm like, buddy. I'm like, where's this coming from?
Never
like,
tell you about fucking
was I
your wife.
talking to her?
I would never tell you about fucking your wife.
Yeah, right.
Oh man.
I was like, was I talking to her too much? I'm sorry. And then he's like, well, I don't know. He was like really drunk. They started getting apologetic. He's like, oh, maybe I'm overthinking it. Like, I don't know. Maybe she was watching me dance a little too much for his like. I don't know.
Maybe
But
you're a little bit a little full of yourself.
maybe I am. But nonetheless, to have like, why is everybody thinking I'm fucking their wives?
Because it's
They're
getting
drunk.
out, bro.
Because you
It's
want
getting
to,
out.
and they can
It's
tell.
getting out that you can't trust Ashtray Ronnie women.
Oh, dude, you're gonna.
Madison's a
Oh
small
my
town,
God, this
bro.
is like a Hitchcock fucking plot line here. Like you're gonna be the cuck at the end.
I am.
You're gonna be
because
like,
everyone-
dude, I can't do
everyone's
anything.
suspicious that I'm-
Everybody's suspicious of
Yeah.
me.
And so all women also think like you just whore around, and it's like, damn,
It is
I'm
total
forever alone.
Hitchcocky.
Forever alone.
That's awesome.
Everyone thinks I'm the biggest pimp ever, and I can't get laid.
Yeah.
turn out to be a eunuch.
Yeah, but you're gonna get murdered trying though.
It's a great,
fucking keep fucking with other dudes' wives.
right?
All right.
I didn't even have to
Teddy.
try.
Goddamn beta hoops.
Goddamn beta hoops. Diablo 4. The beta is releasing tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Oh, Diablo.
Yeah. I pre-order. If you pre-order, you get to play this weekend. And they have an open beta for everybody else next weekend. Want to get in on it early, of course, because I'm me. I pre-ordered. So to get to beta, I've gotten two things. One, you're supposed to go to fucking battle.net, which I don't know if you ever use battle.net. It's an old ass website. I haven't used in years. They're gonna send an email to your thing there. And that's one way of getting it. And the other way is if you just type in the Diablo 4 beta download on the Xbox Game Store, it should pop up, but it's not doing it. So like I've been trying to I've been going through those, I've been trying to get this fucking beta ready so I can play tomorrow when I get off work, and it's not fucking doing it. And I don't understand why they can't just add in the beta with the fucking, make it goddamn easier. Why do I have to log into some goddamn website I hadn't used in 20 years? I'm like, it's fucking annoying. So yeah, that was my bitch, and I want to play the beta. I want to play it now.
The sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches.
Man, pulling against you. First world problem, yeah. I gave up video games for Lent.
Did you?
You should have gave up adultery.
Remember?
Give up.
Yeah.
I think God would have preferred that one to your give up video gaming.
Here's mine, and I'm sure this isn't a popular opinion. But The Last of Us, what the fuck?
What? Really?
Oh, I fell asleep during the last episode.
You talking about the last scene?
The last episode.
Have you not played the game?
No, I've never played the game.
Oh,
what does that matter?
That's how it ended.
That's what I think.
I don't give a fuck how it ended.
They went to the fans.
Let me get through what I'm saying, dude. Fucking so they spent 8 episodes, and every fucking fight scene is somewhat drawn out and dramatic, right? Like they create like these fucking like badass fucking environments where you feel like you're in a video game. And they did that with the final montage, but it went way too fast. Like from the time that he fucking like started like doing what he was doing, you know what I mean, when he started going after Ellie to get her, to like the time that he got to her, it was so fucking fast, dude. Give me a little bit more. This is the fucking finale. Are you kidding me? Bring everything you have, and they just I felt like they just did
or like they could have made it
kind of dropped off.
Longer episode.
Yes, they had to give me 10 more minutes of him fucking needlessly slaughtering innocent people. You know?
Yeah.
I've invested 8 hours already.
I think they were trying to make it. I don't agree. They were trying to make it more emotional. I don't agree. So they were trying to make it more. I love how he did the last part of it. I mean, I love how he did it. You know, it wasn't shot for shot with the last.
That's why I was like, this is the least zombie action zombie series ever.
It's about the people.
Right. Yeah.
It is about the what? But it is.
I don't know, man. I've talked to like 3 people that played the game, and they said there's not even close to as many zombies in the show as there are in the game.
And you're right. They're not. That whole little.
So that doesn't piss you off, but other elements.
No. That one scene where they got swarmed. That was a thing. But here's only like I've only run like 5 or 6. Besides that one
gay
scene.
Couple in the video game.
Nope.
No, they are not in the video game.
What? Is it a DLC?
Yep. It's called Butt Bandage for Life.
I want to play as the confused I've never been gay bear who found a man in a hole.
Yeah, dude.
Made him his husband.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
That's what I'm saying too.
That episode.
What the fuck? That made no sense.
Yeah, that episode.
Don't get me wrong. The acting was great, but it was like an entire side story.
Yeah, it was a filler. It was like a little filler episode. They just to explain how he got to there.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. So I've only played the game. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about because there definitely wasn't some. I don't know
what's the actor's name who everybody's raving for his.
There's a show episode Oracle where Frank. I think Frank's in the game, right?
Parks and Rec guy, right?
Frank is the guy. Frank is the dude. He's
the
like
paranoid.
the survivalist.
Yeah, the paranoid guy. Yeah, survivalist.
And he's got like his little town area.
Yeah, town area.
The show, he has a gay lover.
Yeah, he has a gay lover. Yeah, they
what?
It's an entire episode. It's very well
done. An entire fucking episode. It's one of the best episodes of television I've actually ever seen.
What's that actor's name?
It makes no sense. It's Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman, yeah. Just Nick Offerman being this big, bare, vulnerable gay man.
Yeah.
And building a life with this other guy. And it's very touching.
It's a great episode of television.
I guess in the game, he is like,
fit.
He's very upset with the person that's, dead or got themselves killed or whatever. But he never, there's no gay bear storyline.
No gay bears.
Yeah.
And to your thing,
they fleshed that shit out big time.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the thing about the zombies, I mean, like it's like people. I think people are kind of brainwashed when it comes to like the Walking Dead shit. They need to see a bunch of zombies in order, like it's a zombie show. But for a lot of people who haven't played the game, who want to see all those zombies shit, they want to like it's a zombie show. Where the zombies at? They need to see those things. So, there was only one scene in the show in the first episode, I think, where they. Because that's when they chased him out of the fucking library. So I think it was pretty accurate with the zombies. Even when the truck fell into the ground and everything came out in Kansas City. I mean, that part's in the game too. He's got to shoot for her to get to the fucking to get to the house. So yeah, I think they did a great job.
Oh, they did for 8 episodes.
Great fucking job.
Just unfortunate that it's a 9-episode season. Anyway, in all seriousness, go fuck yourself, Putin. And whoever made the 9th episode of fucking
same category,
same guy.
Russian tea in the mail.
That's our show.
My PS4 so you can play it.
We're gonna be here every Thursday at 10 p.m. Central. You can join the conversation at theredeyereport.com or facebook.com/the Red Eye Report. Like and share, so fuck us. We're down for whatever. I'm Mistic.
I'm Oracle.
This is the ashtray.
And I'm Teddy. Telling you,
the
ashtray, stay away from folks' wives.
Baldy the gay bear.
Fucking ashtray. Yeah.
Baldy the gay bear.
He's the paradox of, the pimp taking everyone's wives.